Hello there guys, and welcome to this new video against Matrix. So guys, in this new video I'll be showing you how you can use Awesomium Web Control in your Visual Basic browser. Now guys, this tutorial is on Visual Basic, so if you are searching for a C# tutorial, this is not it. This is on Visual Basic. Okay, now guys, Awesomium Web Controller is 100 times better than the original Microsoft Web Controller, because the Awesomium controller is using Google Chrome component, which is pretty much fast and awesome. Let's begin this tutorial. First of all, you need to download the Awesomium Web Controller. You can do that by downloading a file in the description below and install it. Once you install it, turn on Visual Studio and it's automatically going to load the components for the first time. Then go to New Project. Let's call this project YouTube Browser. Now guys, in this part, I'll be showing you how you can create a tab browser with a loading, like I think shows you like this one. Let me show you. Like a loading bar or a loading GIF image. This is my Shock Browser 5.1. Check it out, it is on my blog. I'll be showing you also how you can add this feature, which is loading thingy here. Anyway, and I'll be covering how I can show the URL of the web page in the text box, and how I can show the web browser, the website title name in the tab control. So a bunch of things, but I hope I finished them in one tutorial. So click on the form, select this size. I recommend selecting 1024 by 600. Why? Well, this size is, I guess, the smallest size a laptop or a computer can get. Now I actually have a computer with this resolution. Now any computer with this resolution or higher is going to run the browser. However, if you have a lower resolution, it's not going to look great. So I recommend setting this one. It's pretty much good. For the text, which is this one here, let's change it to YouTube Browser. Okay, so go to Project, add on this form. Let's name this. Let's create a new form and name it Tab. Now guys, in this tab here, go to the form 1, copy the size you just placed, and paste it in the tab. Now guys, go to the form border style and change it to none. Go to show icon and show in taskbar and change them from true to false. Okay. Now guys, this is the place where the controllers are going to be, and like the back button, the web controller, and everything else. Now let me show you something. If we place like a button here, just up there, and hit the start button, it's not going to show. So in order to do that, in order to make the form load this tab, we go to the form here, go to toolbox, we need to add the tab control. Add the tab control here, click on this empty area and then hit delete. Do this again until no tabs are shown. Go to the dock and select this the fill, or this big square here. Now guys, double click on the YouTube browser. You will see the form load code. What you need to type in, dim tab as new tab page, then one second, dim let's see, okay, dim new tab as new tab. Okay, now type in this, new tab dot show equal new tab dot show, then new tab dot dock equals dock style fill, then new tab dot top level equals false, then tab dot controls dot add between brackets tab page. Okay, one more code, tab control 1 dot tab pages dot add between brackets tab. Okay, we have a problem here. Oh, sorry, not tab page, new tab. Okay, now once we turn on the browser, we will see the button we placed. So in this tab here, in the tab window we made, let's place some buttons. Now I'm going to call this one back. It's duplicated. Now guys, keep in mind, in future tutorials I'll be showing you how you can actually add a little bit of animation on them. Back, forward, and maybe this one's going to be stop. This one's going to be reload. And this one's going to be home. Let's make those smaller. Alright. See guys, using icons is much better than using buttons. Reload, and this one's going to be home. For some reason I really don't know why I made them capital. Okay, and the back finally here. This one I'm going to change it to go. Let's put this one here. Now let's add the text box. And that's pretty much it. Alright guys, one thing I forgot. Select all these controllers and then hit Ctrl X. Add a, add the panel, and go to the dock, select the upper one, paste everything here. It's smaller than this one. And let's add another panel and select the dock fill. Okay. Now let's add the Awesomium WebControler, which is this one. Just add it here. Now click on it and select the dock fill. Now guys, if I hit the start button, as you can see, the process is going to start. When you double click it, you're going to see that it does not quite fill everything here. Why? It is because it's not anchored. The buttons are not anchored. So click on the go to the anchor and select top right, since it is in the top right section of the screen. Now this long bar, it needs to be top left and right, and those are already anchored to the top and left. So hit the start and everything now should be fine. So guys, now we have the basic buttons. So what we need to do now is to add a little bit of we're going to add actually a settings menu. So how we can do that, let's find a place first. You guys have a better idea here. Let's put this on F, or let's do this yeah, these ones, and this one to this one. Much better. Okay, so what we need to do now is let's go to the tools, let's add a menu strip. Menu strip. Okay, where's it? Yeah, menu strip. Just add it here and type in maybe YouTube browser. Now as for the name, let's name it anything like it should. It's not supposed to be actually YouTube browser, since it's not really that big name actually. Let's this one H. Let's name this one R for reloads or refresh. Both work. Let's rename this one too. Let's place an X here. Okay, and let's put this one close here. Let's name this one. I'm going to name it Shock Browser. Actually, my browser name here is Shock Browser. Anyway, okay, now click on the Shock Browser, for example, and type in here settings. Now go to project elements form, name this form settings. Now you can choose the size. I'm going to choose 500 by 300 maybe, and I'm going to show the text settings. Let's go to show in taskbar and show icon false. And here in the settings, let's add a group something. It's called group something. Let me search for it. Group box. Here's it. Okay, we have here this group box. Let's rename it to homepage. So in this homepage we need two things: a text box and three things: two buttons and a text box. So let's add one button here. Let's add another button here. Let's add a text box. Okay, that's good. Let's name this one defaults. Let's name this one set. Go to the project, then go to YouTube browser properties, or your project name, then properties. Okay, go to the settings. Now, so type in the string here, select web service URL. Okay, now name it settings. Name it homepage. As for the value, type in http www.google.com. Now, double click on these settings here. Type in textbox1 dot text equals my.settings.homepage. Now here in the settings menu, double click on the set and type in my.settings.homepage equals textbox1.text, then msg between brackets, msg box, then add this quotations and type in done. Now double click on the default and type in my.settings.homepage equals between brackets http www.google.com. Make sure to add http. Alright, so let's go back to our tab. Click on the Shock Browser, double click on the settings here. You'll see a blank area. Type in settings.show. Now settings is the name of the form we just made. Now guys, in the tab here, double click on an empty area, and if you went to the panel, it's okay. Click here, select the tab events, click here and select the load event. Now guys, type in this webcontrol1 dot source equals my.settings.homepage. Homepage. Okay, yeah, new URI, I guess, between brackets my.settings.homepage. Okay, so type in this and then hit start. Now it's supposed to go to Google. That's what it's supposed to do. Alright, so I guess it's loading, and yep, it went to Google. Now click on the Shock Browser here. Let's go to the settings and type in http www.gangsproductions.blogspot.com. Set. Let's turn off the browser, turn it back on, and it's supposed to go to our blog. Yep, and it's loading our blog. Now guys, I apologize for the slow loading. You see my internet is not that fast, and I guess BitTorrent is running. Yes it is, let's pause it. Anyway, as you can see here, we have a basic homepage. Double click on the letter H, then just copy this code and paste it here. Now guys, let's see this thing. Okay, double click on the default button. I forgot this thing. Type in a message box that says done. Like, it's nice to see that it did something. Alright, now guys, we have the homepage, which is supposed to be the last thing I need to do, but for some reason I did it in the first place. Okay, one additional thing I need to do is to click on the settings here. I'm going to erase the word settings. I'm going to go to image, and I'm going to import. I'm going to select my browser icon. I guess it's this one. Alright guys, so here's what I did. I just selected the image and add the settings. Now guys, here's a notice. Double click on the settings here. I changed the code to settings.visible equals true. I can't actually remember what was the code I placed before. Yeah, I did settings.show. Okay guys, now one thing we need to add to the settings, and we are going to move on to other stuff. We need to add in OK button here, or anything, just to at least close this window without clicking the X button. Let's name it OK. Double click on it, and me.visible equals false. Alright, okay, now let's go to here, to the tab design. Double click on, hold on, there's an area here. Okay, double click here on the menu strip. Go to the control here on the back color and select transparent, and let's just move those to here. They are not on the same level actually. Let's extend this one. And guys, keep in mind, I am not going to add a search bar. Instead, I'm going to make the navigation bar a search bar. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to make the back, forward, navigate, and basically those buttons. So double click on this one and type in if webcontroller1 dot can go back, then webcontrol1 dot go back. Let's place this one here. Double click here, and then if webcontrol1 dot can go forward, then webcontrol1 dot go forward. Double click on the stop navigation. If web browser webcontroller1 dot is navigating, then webcontrol1 dot stop. Okay, now the reload. The reload is actually different than the previous reload code for the Microsoft Web Controller. It's pretty different here. What you need to do is the following: webcontrol1 dot reload between brackets ignore cache equals true. So it actually reloads the page instead of just opening the cache. Double click on the home button, we actually set it here, and double click on the navigating or the go button. Now guys, for the go button, it's a pretty complicated way, but I'll try to make it as short as I can. Now this is the actual code I'm using for navigation. I wrote it, I guess, 3 days ago. Let me show you in my Shock Browser 6 project. Now guys, this is the first look of Shock Browser 6, so there was actually no anything on the blog about Shock Browser 6. As you can see it, Shock Browser 6 contains a new tab controller, and it's pretty much awesome. As you can see here, I'm using TW, the web browser. I'm using TWPB, I guess that's the name. And guys, sorry, I'm sorry, as you can see, if I typed in anything random, it's going to Google search it. If I type in the URL, it's going to navigate to it. So this is actually pretty complicated. It took me a lot of time to do. Anyway, let me show you what the hell is this. This is the actual navigation code that I wrote. It took me a lot of time. This is the code that we need to type in. However, I'll try to make it at least shorter because this one is actually long. So let's go back to our YouTube web browser and type in if textbox1.text contains, I guess. Hold on a second, let me try to remember. I have it on my phone stored also. Okay, contains. Okay, between brackets, let's add, I guess, .com, then or textbox1.text.contains .net, and you need to do the following for any dot you have, like .net, .com, .org, whatsoever they have. Then it's going to try a command. What's the syntax error? Where is it? Just hold on a second. Okay. Try space. Okay. So the try is going to try a web control one.source equals new URI textbox1.text. It's going to try to navigate to the textbox1.text. It's going to show an error, and what we need to do is to go to the start, and we need to actually cause the error so we can know what is the exception we need to prevent. So tap in anything here and hit the go button. The browser supposedly it's supposed to crash. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm coding the go button, that's why it did not crash. Okay, that's why. So let's copy this one here. Now you don't need to do this. I'm just going to, I need to find the exception I need to do because I can't remember it. Okay, as you can see, the browser now crashed, and it's system.uri format exception. So copy this one. Let's delete this one here and type in this one as system URI exception. Then what it's going to try, here's it. It's supposed to try two things. Sorry, it's going to try only this thing. Web control one.source equals new URI HTTP plus textbox1.text. So basically it's going to automatically add the HTTP. So if we try it now, it's supposed to navigate. Once I type in google.com, it's supposed to navigate. It's supposed to navigate, not show an error, and it did. Now one thing we need to do is textbox1.text equals, let's paste in this thing. Let's test it now. Google.com, go, and as you can see, it's supposed to navigate. So guys, what's the difference? Yeah, one thing also I have to do, else. Okay, else web control, sorry, type in those two dots here, I forgot about them. Then web control one.source equals between new URI, then between brackets. We need to get the Google search code. Now for the meantime, it will the default search will be Google. In future tutorials, I will show you how you can add search engines like Facebook, YouTube, and any other search engine you would like to do, including Bing and stuff. So tap in anything here, and then you will see here you'll have equals, just copy everything beyond this equals, and as you can see, if you type anything here, it's going to go in this box. So let's go back to our code, add these two things here, and then paste in the URL, then add this shift and 7 or the and key, then text box 1.text. Let's try it out. Let's include .com in our, let's go to youtube.com, go, it went to Google. Let's type in YouTube without, let's type in YouTube without .com. It's not going to show a crash, and it's going to search on Google for YouTube. Okay guys, so copy everything from the end F, from the F till the end F, copy it. Go to the tab design, double click on the text box 1, go to the key down event, type in fe.keycode equals keys.enter, then paste in this code. So basically this is going to enable enter to navigate. Let's try it out. Google.com, and as you can see, we have enter to navigate enabled. Okay, so this is the basics of the web browser. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot, like on a hurry. Anyway, let's go, where is it? Okay, let's go to the, yeah, let's go to the tab here, double click on the Awesomium window here, go to the loading frame complete, type in parent dot text equals webcontrol1 dot title, maybe, yeah, title, and type in text box 1 dot text equals webcontrol1 dot URL target your, oh no, source your source webcontrol1 dot source dot to string. It should work now. Let's try the code we just placed. As you can see, it directly shows you the web page title, and as you can see on the top here, it says navigating, then it says Gangs Production, which is my web title name. Let's search for, let's go to youtube.com and try it out. Alright, as you can see, it automatically added everything, and the title page is YouTube. Okay, so now what we need to do is, I'm going to make this one smaller, and I'm going to add a picture box on the top right corner. There's something here supposed to be named picture box, I know, yeah, here's it. Let's make this one smaller. Okay, and let's go to the image and add a rotating GIF image. I have one here under the loading section. It's called Ajax Loader. Then click on this arrow here. I'm going to select stretch image. I'm going to move it up and go down to the visible and set it to false, and double click on the Awesomium here, and then go to the loading frame complete we did before and type in here picture box 1 dot visible equals false, then click here again, go to the loading frame only, type in picture box 1 dot visible equals true. Now once I hit start, it's going to, oh sorry, I forgot to anchor it. Where's the anchor here? Hold on a second. Anchor, yeah, here's it. Top right. Top right here, then let's hit the start. Hold on, what was this? Okay, let's hit start. And as you can see, it's anchored correctly. if I went to, let's say, youtube.com again, and we'll see here a loading window, and then it's going to disappear. Now guys, you could also add the web page name to the form name here, but I think to have it in the tab is better. Now guys, what we need to do is the final thing, and then I can call an end to this tutorial. This thing is add and remove a tab, which is, I guess, pretty much important. Now guys, I spent really a lot of time doing this tutorial, so I guess the add and remove tab will be in the next tutorial, along with other cool stuff such as the search engine. So guys, this is the end of this tutorial. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to leave comments, subscribe, and stay tuned. The next tutorial I'll be showing you how you can add and remove a tab, and how you can make multiple search engines. Thanks for watching.